Hello, everybody, and welcome to English at Ease. My name is Adam, and in today's video, we are going to be learning English by hearing about and seeing all of the things, all of the presents that I received for my birthday, and learning lots of new words along the way. Yesterday was my birthday, and a lot of family came over for my birthday, and we celebrated together, and it was very, very fun. And while we were celebrating, some of my family had gifts for me. They had presents to give me. And I was able to open these presents and see some of the cool things that I got for my birthday. And a lot of these things I am very, very excited about. So I wanted to show you guys the presents that I received for my birthday and learn some English along the way. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the first things that I received for my birthday that I really like is something that I have been wanting for a while. This is something that I knew I wanted, and my mother got these for me. These are cups for coffee. They are different cups for coffee that are really nice and that I really like. These came all the way from Korea. My mom had to order them from Korea, and they were shipped to her house all the way from Korea. There are two of them. You can see there's one right here, and this one has a design on it. There's a design on it right here, and there's a lid that is blue. This is a blue lid right here that you can drink coffee out of. And this one has a different design on it and another lid, but this lid is pink. This lid is pink. So I have two different options that I can drink out of, or I can drink out of this one and my wife can drink out of this one. But this is something that I really wanted because I have been making a lot of coffee, and I've been wanting to stop spending money going out and ordering coffee from a store. So I have been making my own, and these are really useful to have so that I have cups to drink my coffee out of. These are made of plastic. They're made of plastic. The material is plastic. And I didn't know for sure if I wanted plastic or if I wanted glass, but I really do like these ones because they are really nice quality. That's what I really like about these ones, is that they are very nice quality. Sometimes with plastic, the quality is very bad. Sometimes plastic is very cheap and the quality is not very good. But these are very nice quality. They feel very nice. One of the smaller presents that I received, again, this one was from my mother, was just some candies right here. You can see these are candies. This is a very popular brand of candy in the United States called Sour Patch Kids. If you've never had these before, they are a sour candy. They are very sour, and they're all different flavors. You can see this one right here. This red one, I believe, is watermelon. I also received some of this hazelnut powder. And this was something that I was not expecting at all. I did not know I was going to get this at all. But I was very happily surprised by this one. I was very, very excited when I saw this because this hazelnut powder is from a company that I really like. It's from a place called the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf, which is a place where you can go to order coffee to drink, but they also make their own powder. And with this powder, you can make their coffee at home. You don't have to go to the store to order the coffee. You can make their coffee at home with this powder. This is really useful because, as I said earlier, I have been making my own coffee at home a lot more often So it's really nice to have this because I can make different types of coffee. This one I already tried. I already tried this out yesterday, and it was very good. I told my wife who bought this for me, that I think it was one of the best coffees I've ever had in my life. What you do with this is you basically take the powder, you scoop the powder with a spoon or with a measuring cup, you scoop it, and after you scoop it, you can add it to some coffee. You can add it to regular black coffee, or you can add it to espresso, and then you can stir it up. You stir it up, you mix it together, and then you can pour it. You can pour it over ice if you want to drink it cold, like I usually do. And you can add whatever else you want. So I personally added a little bit of milk. I added a little bit of milk to mine, and it was very, very delicious. One of the other things that I received for my birthday was this right here. This is called a record or a vinyl, which are pretty cool. If you've never seen these before, this is the way that people used to have to listen to music back in the day. A long time ago, if you wanted to listen to music, you had to use one of these records. You couldn't go on a phone and go to an app and listen to music from there. You had to use one of these records. Now, in order to use one of these records, you need to have a record player. And I just recently purchased a record player. I bought a record player. So I've been wanting to buy more records to play on my record player. So this was very cool to receive. This record is a Bob Dylan record. Bob Dylan is a very famous old singer. The only problem about this gift is that when we decided to try it out, when we decided to put it in our record player to play it, we realized that it was a little bit damaged. It was a little bit damaged. The record was a little bit damaged, and it didn't sound exactly right. It sounded a little bit damaged. So what we are going to do is we are going to return this one. We are going to return it and get a refund. A refund is basically where you get your money back for returning something to a store. So we are going to get a refund. And I believe today we are going to go to a store and purchase a new Bob Dylan record. Another gift that I received that I thought was very, very cool from my sister-in-law, this gift was from my sister-in-law, was this little figure right here. This little figure right here is from the video game Minecraft, which is my favorite video game of all time. You may have seen me playing Minecraft before in another series on this channel. This figure right here is supposed to look like me as a Minecraft character. It's supposed to look like me, and my sister-in-law painted it. She painted this figure so that it would look like me. Some other gifts that I received that I really like, I will show you as a collection. I'm going to show you them as a collection because they are all pretty similar, because I received a lot of different board games. These are all board games right here. I really love board games. Board games are one of my favorite hobbies that I have. In fact, board games might be my favorite hobby to do. So I received a lot of board games, and I always love to receive board games. They might be my favorite thing to receive on my birthday. So some different board games that I got that I can show you guys real quick. is this one right here called Trio. I received this one from my brother and from my sister-in-law. This is a card game, so you mainly use cards to play this one. I will show you what those look like. These are the cards. These are the cards that you use, and they all have different numbers on them and different colors. And I kind of like the designs of these ones, if you can see that. They have some very nice designs. And they're all kind of in this Mexican style, which I think looks very, very nice. So this is one of the games that I received. And this one we have not played yet. We did not have time yesterday to try this one out, but I think it will be very fun. I know it is a little bit of a simpler game. It's not super complicated. It's a little bit simple and easy to learn. And I believe it is very, very fun. So I'm very excited to try this one out. Another game that I have been wanting for a little while now, and my mother purchased this one for me, is this game right here. This one is called Gachapon Trick, and this is another card game. This one is based on something that is very popular in Japan. In Japan, if you go there, you can go to some stores where basically they have a bunch of little machines, and you can put coins in those machines. You can put your coins in those machines, and you can turn a little knob, and when you turn that knob, a little toy will come out of the machine. And there's a lot of different toys you can collect from these machines. And I know this is something that is very popular in Japan. And this card game is based on those machines. One cool little detail about this one is that you'll notice in the box, there's a little hole right here. There's a little hole. See, I can stick my finger in this. It's a little hole. And it's supposed to look like these machines, because in these machines, you need to put a quarter or you need to put a coin in the hole in order to get one of these toys. So I thought that was pretty cool. But again, this game is a card game. So you can see there are lots of different cards in this game. Here is another game that I received. This is another one that I have been wanting for a very long time. This one is called Tag Team. And this is a two-player game. A two-player game where only two people are going to play. So you'll play against one other person, and nobody else is able to play. And you basically are fighting with each other. You are using different cards to fight with each other. And it looks very cool as well. I really like the art style on this one. I can show you guys some of the cards right here so you can see. I really like the art style on this one. It kind of has an animated art style with all sorts of different characters that you can play as, and they all look very different and unique and cool. And the final game that I received, and the final gift as well that I received, the last present that I received, is this very big board game called Emberleaf. And this is another one that I've been wanting for a while, so I was very excited to receive it. And this game is a little bit more complicated than the other ones I showed you. It's a little bit more difficult to learn, and it takes a little bit more time. But I like games like this that are a little bit more complicated, that are a little bit harder to understand, because usually they have a lot of nice strategy to them. There is usually a lot of strategy that you have to use to try to win the game. This one I did get the chance to play yesterday with my mother and my brother. We played this together, the three of us, and it was very, very fun. We all really enjoyed this game, although it did take a very long time. We were playing this for a very long time because it's a very long game. One thing that I really like about this one is I really like the art style in this game. Let me show you real quick how some of these things look. You can see that there are little tokens in this game. There are little tokens. These are these little tokens. And these all look like different animals. This one looks like a turtle right here, and I like the way these look a lot. There's also lots of different cards with different characters that all look like different animals. They look like different animals, but they are humanoid. They are what we call anthropomorphic. When something is anthropomorphic or humanoid, it means that it looks kind of like a human being. It walks on two legs and it picks things up with its arms and it wears clothing like a human being. So these are all animals, but they look kind of like humans as well. They are anthropomorphic. There's all sorts of different ones. Like this one is a bird of some kind. And this one right here looks like a raccoon. And this one looks very scary. He's got an axe in his hand. And he looks like he's ready to fight somebody. And there's all sorts of different animals here that you can get in this game. And they all have different abilities and different powers that they can use to change the game. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video learning English by hearing about and looking at all of the presents that I received for my birthday yesterday. For more videos like this one, where we learn English by listening to the language spoken in a slow, simple, and clear way, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.